Hello everyone. My name is Chen, and in this presentation, I will talk about one of the most success and most famous music industry brand, which is Beats by Dre. I did some research about it. I will talk about the research I did and some interesting detail in the research, like how Gen Z think about the Beats by Dre's over-ear headphones, and why is over-ear headphones trending right now, and most likely they will keep this trending in the future. So as you guys can see in these slides, like in the United States, the Beats is leading the markets right now. Almost like a quarter of the United sales are belongs to the Beats, and majority of the audience, they are between 16 to 24 years old. So why overhead headphones is trending right now? One thing is obviously is the sound quality, the sound cancellation, and so on. It's definitely better than the in-ears headphones. And another thing is about the fashion and the color. Only Beats by Dre has that much of color, and those kind of celebrities collaborate like special versions of the models. I did some research, like I asked about like 8 different people, ages from like 18-year-old to 24s, and two of them like they are more interested in the over-ear headphones, and the three of them like them both, and the rest they are more into the in-ear headphones. But almost like every single one of them, they're saying that the fashion is the key. They're really into the Beats by Dre's, all those different type of color collections, and some special version like has some sort of collaborating with some celebrities like Lady Gaga with Justin Bieber and so on. And now I want to talk about the competitors. One of them is Sony and the other one is JBL. Sony is really famous, like as we can see in these diagrams, the Sony, like they have the most biggest the customer base. I think it's not only because they are making the headphones and so on. It's all about all the other devices, such as like the gaming devices, gaming headsets, and they used to make a pretty great cell phones. That's what make them like really famous right now. And JBL, I think JBL is mainly focused on those sort of speakers, those like little speakers. So yeah, they all have their they all have their unique advantages. But I think Bits, as you guys can see in these diagrams, Bits they have the most very positive opinions in this research I did. But the downside is they also have like the most very negative opinion on them. But that's not a bad thing though. So so why we think the over-ear headphones are leading the trending right now? The first thing I think is because of the fashions. There are so many things you can do with the over-ear headphones. You can do the different type of the looks, the colors, and it's kind of like the unique vibe that you got. Once you put a headphone on, you can choose different clothes, different shoes to make it look like a sort of like unique vibe. You can see a lot of people running on the streets. They are using the over-ear headsets right now, and a lot of young people they are using the over-ear headphones as well right now. And so the fashion I think is always the key. And let's talk about the Gen Z. And I think for those Gen Z who has sort of a little bit of like finance freedom, like they start making their own money or they have a little money that they can spend by themselves, they're most likely they will choose the Beats because I mean, yeah, it's fashion and it has great sounds qualities. And another research I did in this diagram, as you guys can see, Beats actually has a lot of activities. It's way higher than the JBLs. I think that's a great thing to say. And now at the end of the research, as you guys can see, the sentiment score, the Beats is actually in the middle. So it's kind of more like a playing safe. But I think that's the good thing. That means you can still have a lot of improvement on it. So for the conclusion, I think when a Gen Z sees your product, you want them to be excited. You want them to nod their head in appreciation and recognition. And the Beats, they did it perfectly. Thank you. So right now, no matter what you do, always consider Gen Z nowadays as a major market.